Sony officially announced the PS5 Pro, and yeah, it's a mid-generation upgrade like last time when we had the PS4 Pro that will hit the shelves November 7th, 2024 to be exact. But here's the killer. The price tag is a whopping $699.99. Big fucking yikes on that. Now that's going to be a no for me, dog. I don't think I'm going to get this. I know I'm going to have a lot of people asking me in my live stream my thoughts on the PS5 Pro, if I'm going to get one. The simple answer is no. Why? Because I don't want it. For $700, I don't fucking need it. I'm just fine and dandy with my regular PS5. If I'm going to be honest, this console generation with the Xbox Series X and the PS5, it's kind of been a little bit of a letdown. I know a lot of that is attributed to the pandemic and the early outgoings with the chip shortage, and then there just hasn't really been a good amount of PS5 exclusive games. You think of like the PS4, they had banger after banger after banger. Sure, we've had some good ones. Astrobot most recently, and there was a few others here and there. The Demon Souls remake, you name it. But compared to previous console generations, Sony and even Xbox have kind of been struggling this go around. It's almost like they're not focused on making really good games. Instead, they're wasting their times putting out a PS5 Pro, or dare I even say this next upgrade to the Xbox Series X and the Series S that we're going to be seeing. I thought I saw something else on their end as well. This is nuts. All right. Yeah. They're trying to claim that they're delivering a smoother frame rate, higher display resolutions, better ray tracing, all this stuff that we were told that this console generation was going to have. But I'm going to be honest, I have not played a next gen game on either console where I'm like, wow, this is next gen. It usually looks like it's a little bit of some last gen technology put into them. In fact, a lot of these early games for both of these consoles were still cross generation. So we really haven't seen much in way of actual true next gen exclusive like technology usage. And I don't even know the verbiage here. We haven't seen like a true next gen game made, at least in my opinion, or enough of them to warrant a mid console generation console like the PS5 Pro. I mean, it almost seems like we've barely gotten the feet off the ground of the regular PS5. Now we're getting a PS5 Pro here, and we're expecting people to shill $700 for it. No, that's a big fucking no and a yikes for me, dog. So the biggest question that I should actually we should all be asking is why? Why are we getting all these upgrades that the PS5 itself never delivered on? Not to mention, this is $700 without a disk drive. Yeah, there's no disk drive on this, guys. The PS5 Pro costs basically as much as a decent standard gaming PC. Not a huge rig, but enough to where you can get it upgradable. It'll be future proofed. You'll have it for years, and you can play nearly all these games that are coming out on the PS5 anyway. Because if you think about it, a lot of these PS5 exclusives are going to PC within a year or two of them releasing on the PS5. And then on top of that, if you want to factor Xbox into the equation, all the Game Pass games end up on PC Game Pass or on PC anyway, not including the disc drive, which I believe is going to be an additional $80. Why do that? Why spend money on a PS5 Pro? If you're that desperate for an upgrade, why don't you just get a PC at this point? That's honestly the reason why I wouldn't do it. If I'm going to spend that much to console game and get features that are already on PC and better on PC at that, and I'm not by any means a PC master race guy, but there's only so much a console can do. And if you're having to nickel and dime for something that's going to actually be obsolete within the next couple of years, that's kind of ridiculous. And I feel this isn't exactly consumer friendly with Sony's behalf. Just for access to being able to play physical games and a Blu-ray disc, you got to pay 80 fucking dollars extra. That is nuts. That is absolutely absurd. And yeah, the disc drive should be included with a $700 base price. Sony, what are you guys thinking? What are you smoking over there, you fucking assholes? That is ridiculous. More people should be outraged about this. I've seen people complaining about the PS5 Pro's price point and all that, but these features are not enough. As a matter of fact, I would rather them stop dicking around and focus on the PS6, because I'd rather wait for the PS6 whenever that finally fucking comes out and get GTA 6 on that than getting a PS5 Pro. So they had this big presentation where they're essentially saying, hey, consumers, get out your money, get your wallets, and let's empty them. Let's shank you down. I really feel like this is almost highway robbery on their behalf. It's a basic feature to have a disk drive, and they don't have it. You have to pay $80 extra for it. Anybody that thinks that's good is absolutely fucking insane. It's a money grab. 110%. They're not trying to make a genuine enhanced gaming experience for their consumers. They're taking advantage of people that are constantly like, "Oh, I need it. I need the latest thing. I needed the latest technology." And if you can afford it, by all means go for it. Do yourself, silly, whatever. I'm not getting one, all right? Again, price of the PS5 Pro, separate disk drive. Consumers can easily invest in this PC, a gaming PC that has a drive, can play Blu-rays, can access these PlayStation games, can access Game Pass, and it matches the performance, if not even more, because you can always upgrade. It'll be future-proof, and it has a lot more flexibility in terms of accessibility. You can literally do anything you want with a PC if you build it. A console, you're stuck with what you got. What, you could put an SSD drive in it, big fucking deal, right? So honestly, this is kind of a letdown, and I wasn't expecting much, because let's be real, anything that Sony has done, like the PSVR 2, it's been garbage. They literally have dropped all full support for it. Mine is literally on the fucking floor. I haven't touched it since. The PS Portal, garbage. Now we got this PS5 Pro that's probably going to come out and fall flat because nobody's going to fucking buy it. Sure, it'll sell. Sure, it'll have hotcakes, with, not being available in stores, and scalpers will take advantage of it. But give it like 6 months. I guarantee you it's going to be like the PSVR 2 and the PS Portal, right? Definitely the PC Master Race wins out on this one. So there was a tweet out here by Okami13 who said, I put together a quick mid-range PC build for about $1,300. The PS5 Pro plus disk drive is $780. For about $500 more, you get free online, which, you don't have to play PlayStation Plus anymore. Free cloud saves, much cheaper games, mods, higher fidelity, and frame rates. PC Game Pass with day one Xbox games plus hundreds of other titles. PS5 exclusives 1 or 2 years after launch. DLSS with frame gen. Ability to tweak and customize settings. Ability to upgrade one PC part at a time. Countless other benefits of a gaming PC. And you could opt for an even cheaper machine for a 1440p build, right? So basically giving it like it is. All the benefits. And on top of that, I touched on it because there was a chip shortage early in the PS5's lifespan. Where are the fucking games? There wasn't even a major title announced to showcase the PS5 Pro. Everybody thought GTA 6 was going to be an announcement. There was going to be like a new GTA 6 trailer. Nothing. All the games that they showed were just like older ones from the PS5 with enhanced frame rates and graphics and stuff, just showing the capabilities of the upgrades. Don't you think you would want to show something that could be a system seller, some kind of massive, innovative, groundbreaking game that you can be like, wow, this is what's worth getting a PS5 Pro for? No, we're not even getting games that sell the PS5. We just got a good game in Astrobot, but now we're getting existing titles shown like Horizon Forbidden West, Gran Turismo. It's like we've already seen this. There's no announcement for a game that's going to take full advantage of the PS5 Pro. Get the fuck out of here. What are you guys smoking? Are you smoking your socks? Are you guys literally only doing this so you can money grab people for $700? Honestly, I think the average consumer, the average gamer, the casual gamer, they're not going to do this. Hardcore gamers might buy this if they have expendable income, but for me, I don't see enough here to get it. I think the high price point, no big games released. I'm not in it. I'm not jiving with this, guys. I think that they should have just used all of this opportunity, all these resources to make something brand fucking new with it. Something that would hype us up, even if it's like a whole new assortment of video games. But they didn't. They basically just kind of like gave it a shot in the arm and were like, okay, let's hope that the PS5 brand does really good and better than ever, and people will waste more money after we barely got the PS5 off the ground. Literally, it feels like this console generation hasn't done jack and shit. I'm serious. I'm not trying to hate, but I feel like there wasn't much about nothing when it comes to both the Xbox Series X or the PS5. Like, again, it feels like we've had just so. Like, it's just been on cruise control. Honestly, the decision to charge extra for a separate disk drive is probably the biggest turnoff of this. And the fact that there's no launch title for this or any kind of like assortment of big releases announced for the PS5 Pro, I feel is a misstep. I think that these guys are focused on the wrong thing. They need to remember that they're console gamers. They're not PC. All right. You're not going to compete with the specs of a PC. So why are they trying to do it? Why are they trying to do it? I don't feel this is enough of a substantial enhancement for it and for the price. Again, imagine if Sony focused on making incredible game experiences for the console they already have out, like an Astrobot or a Demon Souls remake. Where's Days Gone sequel? Where's that? Where's this online multiplayer Spider-Man? Why not invest in putting some fucking bangers out there? I do not get it. You're putting out games like Concord that just suffered, that you lost millions of dollars for. And I feel, honestly, people are content with what they have with the PS5. I still haven't seen a game that's like, ooh, this is using the power of the PS5. So I feel that there's a lot of room to work with here. What are they doing? I just feel that the PS5 base model is more than enough for me. This is ridiculous. I think Sony's making a big fucking mistake, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe if you're brand new. I'll see you on the next one.